Okay, I will. 5 minutes.
This one's a tough one to figure out because Kaylee is the new girl in the office. I'm gonna have to figure out what she's into because I don't like doing vault workouts without some kind of stakes on the line. It's good. You good? Yeah. Nice. Nicole?
All paraphernalia.
Sure.
That'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be a good one.
It will.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Even though I'm new, it's easy to see that he's the bully. Julian needs constant stakes and workouts because he's getting old.
I don't want my fitness to decline. I like to add stressors in my life. So stakes really help me. So I like using these young people in the office here for their fitness.
Offering them money, stocks. I know it's coming. It's kind of what he's known for around the office, so it'll be exciting to see what he brings to the table.
I don't know what she's into, so I don't really know how to leverage this situation. So I'm gonna have to definitely go and find out.
Yeah, so he's been growing out this mustache for a while now, and I think it's glorious.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
All right, Kaylee, I have an idea. We can play some stakes on this workout, and you like coffee?
I do.
Okay, well, I'll make you a week's worth of coffee. I'll buy you a week's worth of coffee if you win.
No.
No? Okay, well, what if I get Alex to make it for you? I'll hold 2 weeks. She'll make you coffee and she'll bring it to you. She'll serve you.
No.
No?
No.
Okay, are you sure? What?
Yeah.
I mean, what if, okay. All right, I've been observing Kaylee all day. Has it been awkward? A little bit, but it's totally fine. I gotta get these stakes down. I know she likes dumbbells, she likes coffee, she likes baking, she likes Mexican food, biking, blue-collar men, so maybe Tinder. One of these will hit home, and I will get her to put some stakes on this workout.
Julian definitely thinks he knows me, which is kind of funny because I am going to use that to my advantage. My father always said, never take the first offer.
Oh, Mexican food, huh? You like Mexican? Okay, how about if you win, I get you a week's worth of Mexican food?
No.
Come on, just, two weeks.
No.
3.
No.
4.
No.
A year's worth. Just while you work with us, I'll get you Mexican food until you don't work for us.
No. It's gonna take a lot. I will be working this situation to get exactly what I want.
Ah, what do we got? What do we got here? Now scroll back up. What is this? Tinder? What? If I win, I'll get you a date with one of those gentlemen. What about this guy right here? That one. Yeah, I'll call him. I'll call him for you. No. I mean, look at his mustache.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. All right. $10,000 gift card to Rep Fitness.
Deal.
Sorry I'm late. You still need me?
We're okay. We're okay. All right, guys, welcome to week 12 of the Street Parking Vault. The vault is 25 weeks, 1 workout a week, with the goal to help build consistency. Make sure you guys check out all the different versions of the workout, so that way you could also customize to make it work for you. Scores do not matter, you just cannot miss. Welcome to week 12 of the Street Parking 2021 Vault. This week, we'll be tackling Prometheus. Prometheus is a 4-time workout of 15 lungers, followed by 15 object-facing burpees, then 12 lungers, 12 object-facing burpees, 9 lungers, 9 object-facing burpees. You will rest 3 minutes and then do it in reverse 9 lungers, 9 object-facing burpees, 12 lungers, 12 object-facing burpees, and 15 lungers, 15 object-facing burpees. A good goal for this workout is to finish somewhere in between 18 to 27 minutes. Now, timing for this, given that the lunger is one of those movements that you're under tension for a pretty long time for just 1 rep. So try to get somewhere in between 3 to 5 lungers per minute. That'll give you a nice little good pacer, so that way you know how to approach it. For the 15 bar facing burpees, I think that you can't go wrong with aiming somewhere in between 8 to 12 burpees every minute. So again, depending on your ability, that should help you kind of pace this workout. And of course, going into 12 and 12, 9 and 9, you should be able to decrease that based off of the goal that you set for yourself. Now, a good tip for this workout will be for the lungers. Again, given that you guys are going to be under tension for quite a while just for 1 rep, the key here is going to be to focus on relaxing and focus on your breathing. Stay nice and calm. Don't try to rush that movement, because if you do, you're going to end up taxing yourself, you're going to get super winded, and then going from that into the bar facing burpees, not a good mix. So breathe efficiently on the lunger and then find a smooth pacing on the burpees, and you're going to be good to go.
All right, guys, Shift Prometheus is 3 rounds, 12 unweighted lungers, 10 burpees. After you complete 3 rounds of that, you're gonna rest for 3 minutes, and then complete 3 more rounds of 12 unweighted lungers and 10 burpees. Your score for this workout is your total time, including that 3-minute rest. Your goal for today is to keep the entire thing under 22 minutes. So once you subtract the 3-minute rest, we're looking at roughly 9 minutes for each of those 3-round sections. All right, so with that 9-minute goal for each of those 3-round sections, we're looking at each individual round to take you about 3 minutes. So when you're looking at 12 unweighted lungers and 10 burpees, maybe try a half a round or something like that in your warm-up. And if you need to make any customizations to the type of burpee that you're doing or to the number of unweighted lungers, make sure and do so that you can keep those sections under 9 minutes each time.
All right, so I'm gonna be doing program A with the RX Plus weight because I got challenged into doing so. I've got some stakes on this. Kayla will be doing the program C sandbag version. Now remember, there is also program B with the barbell and the shift version of this workout as well. So let's get after it, let's see how it goes. Ouch.
All right, so on September 18th of 2018, the Lungester was seen for the very first time.
I remember that day.
This exact workout, it was introduced. And since then, it has just become infamous.
It is a date that will go down in street parking history.
So my favorite part about that day is that we had never done a workout with this movement before. I remember us testing one round. I think we just did the 15s.
Yeah.
We came out to the garage, we tested it. Now a Lungester is, as you can see, a lunge, thruster.
Yikes.
That's one rep. Each rep takes so long. So we tested the 15s, and then literally on the goal time, on members only and Wodify that day, it said the goal time, new movement, not 100% sure, under 20 minutes seems legit.
Seems legit.
And people, I remember the comments, everyone was like, how are we supposed to finish this under 20 minutes? This is impossible. So we'll see how these guys do today. New goal time, 18 to 27 minutes.
That is a much more respectable goal time range. Realistic.
So what they've got is 15 Lungesters, 15 dumbbell or sandbag or whatever you're using, facing burpees, 12 of each, then 9 of each. Now that alone would be enough, let's be honest.
That is enough. What else is there?
Then you're gonna rest 3 minutes, you're gonna go back up. So then you're gonna do the 9, 12, 15. Oh, Kaylee.
Oh, Kaylee.
Kaylee's only done Lungesters one other time.
Oh my God.
I don't know that she's done it with the sandbag. She asked
has
right
not.
before, should I do this unbroken? And both of us were just like, no, don't do that. So we'll see how this goes.
So unbroken would be a mistake.
Especially because of that second part where you go back up.
Yeah,
If
so
there-
it's the going back up.
Yeah, if there wasn't the going back up, maybe you could do that. This workout has a lot of pressing in it with the thruster and the burpees, and even just holding that front rack.
Yeah.
I would say the worst version for that is probably the dumbbell, to be honest.
Uh-oh.
And Julian, of course, somehow getting over the dumbbells without jumping at all. I don't know how he does it. He did it a few weeks ago with the box.
Like some type of teleportation or something.
Yeah, I don't know how he does it, to be honest. So these guys are working on this first round, just going through the 15s. Now, Julian said that he thought he would finish somewhere within like the 15 to 17 minute range.
Oh, wow.
He's using the 50s today, though.
Yeah, apparently Kaylee was able to kind of goad him into that. Let's see if
Okay.
that pays off.
Yeah, I think there was mention of she said that she thought she could beat him if he used the 50s, because he doesn't use them often, and he would never choose to use them for this
No.
movement in
No.
particular.
I mean, who would? Why would you? What kind of person does that?
I don't know.
Not me. But I'll tell you, Julian ahead of time, before this workout, was double checking, re-weighing, and re-stuffing Kaylee's sandbag.
Yeah, he made Kaylee's sandbag, so we get that question a lot when we're doing these. Kaylee's sandbag weighs 48.5 pounds, which is actually heavier than the range that we even put the 25 to 45 pounds, so he wanted to make sure that he wasn't gonna go easy on her. Now, the way that he's holding his dumbbells, I don't recommend it.
I don't either.
He has big shoulders and really strong triceps.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work well for 99% of people.
Right.
So obviously you wanna keep your elbows up, you wanna get the weight at least partially on your shoulder, like one of the heads of the dumbbell, but the way he's holding it, try it in your warm up. It's probably not gonna work. You can see even for him, it has gotten wobbly a few times already. And it's basically like a big tricep extension.
Yeah.
When you add up 70 plus burpees and 70 plus Lungesters,
Yikes.
that's gonna get rough.
That's a lot.
Yes. So count it, but don't suggest it.
I've done it this way before, like he was like, try it like this in the middle of a workout.
I remember
one time.
this. I remember
smacked
this.
myself in the head like 4 times. So yeah, definitely try this one ahead of time if you're gonna give it
And
a go.
have a backup plan for when it goes away. Oh,
For sure.
They're both
Yes.
now on their set of 12. Oh, Julian's got some more lunchers left. Okay, so Kaylee's on her set of 12. We're 4.5 minutes in. I gotta say,
Yeah.
I've worked out with Kaylee plenty of times now. I hope she can't hear me. She's a known peacocker.
Oh my God.
There have been several times where Kaylee has been a full round ahead of me in
Yeah.
a workout, and I end up catching her only because she tends to come out hot. And I know with Julian's fitness bullying, it might be worse than ever, so we'll find out.
This is perfect because I interviewed Kaylee earlier, and she says, and I quote, "They think I peacock a lot, but I can hold on to it." So we shall see where this goes.
Okay, we'll see.
I feel like she's capable of going to a pretty dark place if she really wants it.
Both of these guys, I mean, people know it about Julian just because of his background, but both of them are very mentally tough. I would say, like, probably two of the more mentally tough people on our whole team.
For sure.
Kaylee's half the time she'll be working out and she doesn't even remember the last few rounds of her workout. We've seen that happen a few times, so I think this is a great matchup for this one. Now let's talk about this lunge stir and how to do it and how to be efficient with it. With the sandbag,
Yeah.
when we tend to get tired, the elbows drop and the sandbag gets further and further down our chest and like almost at belly level.
Yeah.
Try not to let that happen. That is a recipe for really exhausting your lower back.
For sure.
So try to keep those elbows high and keep the sandbag at least partially resting on your chest and your shoulders. Oh, there goes the beanie.
Yeah, well, that didn't take long.
And we like the reverse lunge for this. People
Yes.
ask about that a lot. Especially when the lunges are weighted, it allows the working leg, which is your front leg on a lunge is working more than your back leg.
Yeah.
It allows it to stay planted so you can drive through your heel a little bit more. It's a little bit more stable. You can do a forward stepping lunge if you prefer it, but that's why we choose and we like the reverse lunge a lot.
Yeah. In this workout, what would you suggest for like breaking up the lungesters?
Honestly, 5-5-5, 4-4-4, and then if you're feeling like you can go a 5-4 or even a 6-3 or all 9 on the 9s because you are about to get a long rest,
Yeah.
I would go for it. And then on the way back, same thing. I would go 3-3-3 even, 4-4-4, and then just sell out on the 15s. Like if you can do that in 2 sets at the end, because you're about to be done, that's
Yeah.
great, but break it up more than you need to. Keep the break short though.
Okay.
It wins you a lot because you're keeping your core tight the whole time. So it's one of those movements where you don't realize how winded you are till you put the weight down.
True.
You know what that feeling is like? Like
Yeah.
you're fine, and then all of a sudden you drop the weight and you're
Like,
hyperventilating.
I do not want to pick this up again.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Kaylee was actually a little bit worried about with the burpees. She's like, that's just going to take my breath away, and I'm going to have a hard time getting back to the lungesters.
Well, they both finished within like 5 seconds of each other.
That's
that
crazy.
first part. We're at like it was like around 7:30.
I'm wondering how Kaylee feels about that.
So I mean, Julian's goal time of 15 to 17.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
And he actually said that he was trying and hoping to bait Kaylee in the first half.
Into peacocking.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's trying to bait her in the first half so that he can come in the second half and just blow right by her.
Nicole, what is a peacock? We get asked that question a lot by new members or people. I mean, this is on the YouTube channel, so they're not even necessarily members watching.
Well, I relate to the peacock a lot. I put one on my arm and inked permanently. It is when you come out of the gate so hot in a workout, you're like, I'm crushing this, this is my jam.
Showing
I
all
got
your
this.
feathers.
Showing all those feathers. Next thing you know, by the end of round 1, 2 minutes in, something like that, you are just done. Your face looks kind of like Julian's does now, but like right out of the
Contemplating
gate.
life.
Yeah, and then you're just, the rest is just struggling to hang on for dear life.
So they'll be going right around the 10:30 mark. I think Julian had like 1 rep on Kaylee on that one. We'll see what kind of strategies they come up with on the way back up. This is going to be brutal. You know, there are pros and cons to working out with other people.
Yes.
Today, for both of them, I think they're going to go much faster because
Yeah.
they're doing it together and they're going to be pushing each other, and it's a little bit of a race.
Yeah. Not to mention they got some stakes on it.
Yeah, so I mean, is that a pro or a con? I don't know. It depends on the person and the day, I think.
I can tell you from couple of weeks ago when I worked out with
Oh,
Julian
yes.
with stakes
We
on
all
it.
remember.
It was a con. It was a con for sure. I went too hard, too fast, and then towards the end, I don't know what happened. I feel like I blacked out a little bit. Things got fuzzy. It's not a good place to be going one-on-one with Julian with stakes on the line. I'm just hoping she can pull it out in the second half.
I mean, I think it's going to be close. Now, just so that you guys know, when you do go back up, it still is lungester and then burpees. So it's
Okay.
not exactly in reverse where
Right.
the burpees come first. You're still going to do the lungesters first, but the numbers are reversed. So when you start back up after the 3-minute rest, it's 9 lungesters, 9 burpees over the object, 12, 12, 15, 15 to finish.
I'm really not a fan of this workout structure. I have to be honest. I don't like the reverse pyramid. I like to
Thanks.
call it the ditch, and I hate it. I prefer to go back down the hill. You know what I mean? Climbing back
yeah.
up at the end. Not a fan.
No, I mean, it's an interesting thing to watch, and obviously I don't have their times from the round of 15 when they were fresh, but if you film yourself do this in its entirety, notice how much slower the round of 15 is at the end than it was the beginning. Unless you paced properly and you left some in the tank, then good
Yeah.
for you, right?
What do you think you're gonna use for this workout?
Well, it's still March. So I might go sandbag because we're about to go into Project April and only
Yeah.
use dumbbells for the whole month.
True.
And I do enjoy a sandbag lungester. I hate a barbell lungester.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it either. I love a sandbag lungester. I like just about anything with a sandbag, to be honest, but something about the sandbag lungester, if you can keep your arms up really high and keep that sandbag almost on your shoulders a little bit,
Yes.
it's dope.
And even if it does drop a little bit, it's not as painful with the sandbag as if like a barbell's sliding down your shoulders.
No fun.
Fun fact,
Fun fact.
a workout with lungesters, not this particular workout, but a workout with lungesters and burpees, I did on it sent me into labor.
Oh,
well, not really,
my God.
but it was the workout that I did on the day that I went into labor with Banner. So,
If anyone's out there trying to get into labor, okay, I guess lungesters is the way to go.
yeah, maybe.
I know nothing about any of that, but I'll take your word for it.
He was like, get me out of here.
This is not the ride I signed up for.
Oh, well, this is what we're doing. I want out.
That's how I feel about lungesters as well.
I think it's really going to come down to the set of 15 lungesters here. I mean, I don't think either one of them is going to get any sort of like more than a rep or 2 lead before the set of 15.
I know that going into this second part, Julian was like 1 rep ahead on the lungesters.
Okay. Which is it seems like not much, but each rep does take a long
Yeah.
time. And at this point, both Kaylee and Julian have very strong shoulder stamina.
Yeah.
Most of us, it's the press that gets like the press out of the thruster, and even what I'm feeling in the burpees, in my like triceps and my shoulders. That's what most of you guys are gonna feel. You think it's gonna be your legs from the lungesters, but the press for me, and just the breathing for these two movements, this combo.
For me, it's the overall cardiovascular.
The fitness?
The fitness. It's the activity over a prolonged period of time that tends to get me.
And it is, I mean, you hold the weight on your body for a long time. It's a lot of time under tension for each rep. How do you count a lungester? How do you count your reps?
Every single bit. Lunge,
So-
1, lunge, 1, overhead press, 1.
Same, I'm like 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
2, 2, 2.
Same thing with man makers. I'm like 1, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, that's like 7 steps, yeah.
2, 2, 2, you know? It's the only way I can keep track, and honestly, it still doesn't always work for me. I have a problem too, and I don't know if you have any recommendations for this, but it seems like if you rest with the weight on you for like 3 seconds, the advice is probably to put it down instead of standing there with the weight on you.
Yeah, I would say especially for something like this. Now that's the one benefit I would say of the barbell, is it's a little bit, like I can breathe with the barbell locked out overhead. That doesn't work with the sandbag or the dumbbells. So with the sandbag and the dumbbells, if you're starting to like just stand there holding them, especially with the dumbbells, just put them down. Just put them down and shake it out because it's more time under tension. You're like midline is having to stay stable. You're more likely to get, tightness in your lower back. Just put it down.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I'm super reluctant to put it down. I'm like, I don't want to pick it back up. But then I stand there for way too long. And I just need to remind myself, okay, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Would you say like 3 seconds is a good?
Yeah, I would say if you're holding it for longer than like if you're just like fixing your feet or like, resetting your midline or something like that and you just need to slow because you're like falling out of balance or something.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
If you're stopping to contemplate your life choices.
If you're expecting to recover while holding the dumbbells or the sandbag or the barbell at your shoulders,
mistakes.
Just put it down. Just put it down. All right.
it.
So Julian's on the set of 12 burpees now. We're about 15 minutes in. And remember, they still have to do the set of 15.
Ugh, that ditch. Hate the upward climb out of the ditch. Oh, it's gotten real.
Yeah, I think I saw a couple on that last set where Julian only did like 2 lungers, which is not what we're used to seeing from him.
Right.
This should be a warning for all of you. Choose the appropriate weight. Now, of course, we didn't do what we did in 2018 and say, try to do this under 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We gave you 27 minutes, but if you're getting to a point where you're doing singles on the Lunge, you've probably gone too heavy, unless it's like the last few in the set of 15 and you're just, hanging on for dear life.
You're in danger.
So a good way to kind of gauge that is if you go through that first part, the 15, 12, 9, and you're over 12 minutes, probably during that 3-minute break, grab a lighter weight. If you don't have a lighter weight, feel free to go like 12, 9, 6 on the reps or 6, 9, 12, I guess, on the way back up to try to keep it at least under 30 minutes today.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, Julian is on his last round of Lungers, really contemplating why he chose the 50s.
I'm really glad he did though.
And honestly, Kaylee knows that if Julian gets to the burpees before her, she has no chance. No one can do burpees against Julian.
No, they really can't. I was talking to him earlier about his burpee speed, which is ridiculous, and he's expecting that he can do the 15 burpees in like 45 seconds, 12 in like 40 seconds, and 9 sub 25. Like he just spits those out so fast.
I wanted to yell, "Let's go, Kaylee," and then I remembered that she hates that. She hates the cheering.
Yeah. She's okay with it. She said it's more like if she's the only one left, or if it's more like cheerleader style, like, yeah.
Well, that's all I have. That's what I do.
Sure. She's okay with like a get it, or like something more.
Like do I use a deeper voice? Like, how do I change
I don't know,
it?
something, imagine you're at like a barbell club and you're like, yeah, you got this. I don't know. I'm making things up now. This is all just random smatterings coming out of my mouth.
Change the subject before we start offending people.
Yikes. All right.
Not sure how many reps Julian is in. I'm thinking like 6 or 7. So he's probably around the halfway mark for this last set of Lungers at 17:30. So even Julian underestimated this workout when we asked him right before how long it was going to take him.
Yeah, I mean, those 50s, that really adds up.
Yes.
They look heavy from here.
They do. They are heavy. I don't even want to pick those things up.
They do.
You
look
can see
heavy.
how winded Kaylee is now, like how it's added up. This set of 15, I'll be interested to see when we watch this back how long just this last set of 15
takes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind they both finished around 7:30 the first time through, which would be right now. They would be finishing right now if they had the same pace on the second time.
Oof.
And obviously that is not the case.
Going back up that hill, not fun. Don't like it. I think the only thing worse right now for Kaylee, she said she doesn't like running in man makers.
Okay.
So I think right now this is probably the worst place she could be. Unless
so.
it was a workout with running in man makers.
Oh, noted. It's an uphill battle.
Ayo. I appreciate a little pun there. Okay, get it, Miranda.
Well, at least the new goal range is realistic now. We've seen that, there have been several times during, Julian's on his last 15 burpees. We've seen several times during the vault this year where the coaches doing the workouts are crushing these goals.
Yeah.
This one, not so much.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. It's a pretty wide range. We gave a 9-minute range because it's a long workout, and we want to push you, try to see how close you can get to 18, but we'll let you ride the wave until like, close to 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is one wave I don't really want to ride, but I guess we'll give it a shot.
Now, something that maybe a lot of even our members misunderstand a lot of times, I think this is a good thing to point out, the goal time range is not a cutoff.
Okay.
So don't think that you need to stop at 27 minutes. That doesn't mean we want you going 40 minutes. We want you choosing appropriately to try to hit the goal.
Yeah.
But it's not a cutoff.
But it's not like a time
suggested, yeah, it's not a time cap. We will let you, we do that every once in a while. But for the most part, it's just a range to give you an idea of what weight to choose. And at like 1948, Julian finished. 49, sorry.
1949.
Salvi added the second. He wanted to make sure we were accurate.
The
1949.
judge says 1949.
So his second time through was like over 9 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So it was like almost a 2-minute slower
Yikes.
on the way back up.
That does not bode well for me.
Kaylee's on these last 15 burpees.
So you said that if you were going through this workout and you needed to customize for the second way through, you would change the reps or lower the weight?
If you can, lower the weight, and that might even be going down to a single dumbbell held at your chest for the
Okay.
lungers. If that's too easy, like you just lost half of the weight and you didn't need to lose that much, you could change the reps to, my suggestion would be 6, 9, 12. So you're losing some of those, which doesn't seem like a big difference, but when it comes to those lungers and how long each one of them takes, that should be good. So first choice, lower the weight. If that's not an option, lower the reps a little bit to try to keep both of the sections under 12 minutes or the whole thing under 27. So if you've got a little time to spare because you were much faster than 12 your first time through, yeah. Nice, and Kaylee was 21:19.
Excellent. Well within the time range.
About a minute and 20 seconds behind Julian. He didn't even have time to talk smack or cheer her on. He's still catching his breath. We gotta go and find out what his tips are right now.
All right, so for that workout, as you heard Miranda saying, the way that I was doing the lunge is definitely, that comes at a cost, right? It definitely taxes my shoulders so much because there was times where I felt extremely wobbly doing so. So honestly, I would just say, hold the normal dumbbell rack position here and break it up more often. So when you get started with the workout, you're gonna feel super excited. How could you not knock out a big set of 15, especially when the clock barely starts? But I would say purposely break every 3 reps, at least for the 15, the first set, to set you up in a good path for this workout. Because then the 12 hits, and then try to hold 4s, and the 9 hits, and then try to hold 3s, right? So kind of having a rep scheme in mind and stick to that. When you hit the burpees, find a smooth pace. And that's another reason why this whole dumbbell up, kind of tricep press back here, it's really fatiguing. I mean, that definitely attacks my burpees a lot. So just break in the 15, on the 12, go 4, 4, 4, or 3s again, and on the 9, 3, 3, 3. When you go back up, because this workout, I mean, you're only halfway done after the first part, and that's gonna take some of you guys 7 to 11 minutes. That's a long workout already in itself. 3 minutes rest, take advantage of that. On the 9s, again, stick with 3 through 3 on the way up. On the 12, depending on how you're feeling, okay, sure, you can try to go 4s, but worst case, you just hit 3s. And then on the 15, you have to, don't go anything less than 3, okay, guys? Hold at least 3s. And if you can go 4 or 5 reps, fine, go for it. And then just whatever you have left in the burpees, close it out. The goal time is somewhere in the 18 to 27 minutes, I think. It's very appropriate because depending on your ability, make sure you guys are scaling or modifying appropriately with the dumbbells that you choose. Don't be afraid to make an adjustment halfway into the workout if the first half took you like 15 minutes. At that point, just go with the lighter weight on the dumbbells. You have 3 minutes of recovery to allow yourself to do so. So just stick to the goal time. Have fun with it. And that is it, guys. I'll check with you guys later.
Do you believe that a pair of dumbbells are all that you really need in order to maintain or even gain fitness? Well, we do, and actually 4.5 years ago when street parking started, we believed it so much that the whole program was built around that idea. Now, of course, in 2021, street parking has a whole website full of workout options every single day, extra programs, Olympic lifting imams, and all sorts of things. But at our core, we still believe that dumbbells are all any of us really need. We started seeing the question pop up a lot on the Facebook group, where people were thinking that programs A, B, and C were levels, with the dumbbell version somehow being the easiest version of the workout. Now, of course, we knew that that was not true at all. Those are just different variations of the workout depending on the equipment that you have. And we wanted people to be encouraged that didn't have a lot of equipment, and we wanted everybody to know just how deadly the dumbbells can be. So for the whole entire month of April in 2018, we decided to challenge ourselves to only use dumbbells for an entire month, even though we have access to way more than that. We put it on the Facebook group. We weren't so much like asking other people to do it with us, but in street parking fashion, everybody jumped on board and Project April was born. So Project April is in April every year in the street parking community. We encourage you to use your dumbbells through the whole month. Choose program A. Even if you've got your barbell and your sandbag and all the other fun tools, choose the dumbbells. Maybe you choose them for all of the workouts. Maybe you choose them for more than you normally do. Maybe you don't even have dumbbells and you go and pick some up. We would love to have you guys join us for this yearly street parking tradition, Project April, where we're all gonna go back to our roots, keep it simple. Remember that all we really need is a simple tool and a little bit of space in our living room or in the bathroom or out on the porch if you need to, and that we are in control of our fitness. It is simple, and that we believe that a pair of dumbbells are all you really need.